I'm Ria Bia.
I'm Ranella.
And I'm Dandada.
And this is I Survived 2020,
a podcast
And lifestyle brand.
dedicated to shining a light on stories of opportunity born out of adversity.
Recorded live at my pod studio in Pasadena, California. Keep us locked.
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of I Survived 2020 podcast. I'm your host, Ria Bia, here with my lovely husband, Marcus Don Dada Johnson. And this is such an exciting day because this is episode 12 of the I Survived 2020 podcast. This is the final episode of the
finale.
season.
This is the last one. You know, we started this thing, just with an idea and a concept to kind of align with the brand I Survived 2020. And, what I wanted to do, what I set out to do was to create a platform, with 2020 being, one of the most, I don't even know I wouldn't say the worst year ever.
No.
Definitely a year full of back-to-back challenges. And everybody has their own unique story of how they dealt with and how they got through the year. And, people had different things going on and were able to tap into passions that they never thought they had time to do. And, there's just so many stories of 2020. And the whole idea to do this podcast was to get some of those stories out there and let people speak their truth. So here we are, 12 episodes in.
12 episodes in. Congratulations. Shout out to everybody who has been a guest, who has listened in, who has liked, who has loved everything. We've received a lot of support, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a learning experience.
For sure.
Mod Pod Studios has been so great. Shout out to
JD.
Shout outs to Andrew, everybody who has been involved in this process.
Yeah.
There's a whole team behind this podcast who has made it what it is. And so just excited to come back and do season 2. But this episode today is so special because I think one of the reasons why we started this podcast is, like you said, there were a lot of challenges last year. And obviously one of the biggest things that happened last year was the killing of George Floyd. And that's just something that has stood out, and it's just something that was a pivotal moment for our country.
Definitely.
And now we're pretty much at 1 year since that has happened, and this duo that we have on as guests today, stepped up during this time and made their voices be heard, and I'm just so excited to have both of them on here. Dem Jointz is a Grammy Award Winning producer, good friend of ours.
And he's our family. He's our people. We both been knowing Dem Jointz for a long time.
And shout outs to Keedron Bryant.
Keedron Bryant in the building.
Recording artist, amazing talent.
Yes.
Hey, Bizzle.
How are you guys doing?
How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
Now, where you guys at right now? Because Keedron, I know that you're from Florida, and we'll go into that, your background, where you were born. But I know you're in Florida right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
In Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Dem Jointz is reporting live from
down the street. And I'm gonna say on air that I'm upset that you guys didn't invite me. It's all good, but this is like we said, this is part 1.
Yeah, this is part 1. When
we're setting it up for part 2.
Season 2, we want both of you here in studio at Mod Pod Studios, just to have you both here in the flesh. So excited for that. That just gives us all something to look forward to.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But we want to go back first, Dem Jointz. Like we said, both of us, I think we met you separately. I met you through radio when I was working at 102.3 KJLH.
Yes.
And then you met Dem Jointz in the clubs.
Dem Jointz had, he's always had an eye and an ear for talent, and he's always been on top of that, and always, we always kind of kept in touch with what he's working on. So, we definitely, we've done some things from way back in the day when I think you were working with an artist by the name of Candace Plea, and I know she's performed at multiple events that I threw. So I think that's where we kind of developed our relationship back in those days.
Right.
And, we've just always been in touch. One thing for me is that a lot of people don't know that I have a passion for music production, and I tap into it every now and then. That's one thing I tapped into during the pandemic. But I've always been a huge fan. I always looked at Dem Jointz as one of the dopest producers, not just on the West Coast, but in music. So I
Period.
always, I would consider myself a fan of his and a friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. I remember you used to hit me up. You asked me all kind of production questions.
Right.
Be like, yo, so when you go ahead and connect this program, what do you get?
Right.
I don't know, dog. I don't work in that system.
Yeah. Because I was
what
like,
was you working out of?
I was like 10 years behind. I was on the MPC live.
Right. See, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That's that new math.
Yeah, right. But I knew I could call you, because I knew you would, you're tapped into all the production. And
I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm doing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what friends do.
Right.
Where did this passion, Jointz, come for beat making and just music? Where does this come from?
I think it stems from starting off as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to rap back in the day. I was in a rap group with my boy Croc. Shout out to Croc. And I think at the time we couldn't find people to produce for us. So I said, why not take a stab at it? But when I did, I fell in love with that.
Even
you know
more.
what I mean? Like, I don't even want
to touch this microphone anymore.
It was a whole nother world. I'm like, yo, I'm sold. Like, I grabbed up the beat machine. My first beat machine was like a ASR X.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
Do you remember the EPS 16 Plus?
Oh, yes.
There was the EPS 16 Plus, and then the ASR 10, and then the ASR X.
The ASR X.
You guys are speaking a completely different language. I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds very technical.
So what was it about the music production side versus the artist side that swayed you more to that side?
Maybe the detail of what you're creating. You know what I mean? The behind the scenes of it, because I don't really care too much to be in the limelight like that. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that about myself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I mean, it was so much of a story behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's, I don't know. I fell in love with that.
Yeah. Well,
it's crazy because it's much more of a story behind the scenes as to how a record was created, or a movie or anything like that, than what you can see in terms of the product.
Right. And it's always interesting to hear those stories. And you say that you don't like being in the spotlight, but you've worked with so many people that are in the spotlight. Like, let's go down a list of the artists that you have produced for.
Oh,
because there's a ton.
Yeah.
just pat yourself on the back a little bit. Who have you produced for?
Let's see. Dr. Dre, Kanye West, Eminem, Rihanna, Anderson .Paak. Shout out to Anderson.
Janet
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, yeah.
Everybody.
Keedron Bryant. Everybody. Chris Brown. I don't know.
Yeah, you've worked with a little bit of everybody, and over the years, from the outside looking in, we've kind of watched you, like, this roster of artists that you've worked with continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. And you've remained the same person. You're still super cool. You haven't gotten cocky. You're just real humble, down to earth.
That's because I'm on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, I'm a horrible mess. You know what I mean?
So we know you're from Compton originally, right? Compton in the building. And obviously you've done a lot of work with Dr. Dre, who also is from Compton. How did you guys come together and start to collaborate?
It's like a pyramid happening. You know what I mean? Like, my publisher, Zach Katz at the time, connected me with Marsha Ambrosius, who was working on her album. Mm-hmm. And then Marsha introduced me to Focus. Shout out to Focus. Focus introduced me to my boy Taheem. And then Taheem introduced me to Dre. It was just like a whole, you know what I mean? But yeah, Marsha Ambrosius, man. Marsha and Focus pushed that whole narrative, gave it to Ty, and that was it. I met Dre and we clicked immediately. I never wanted to leave the studio. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, I hope y'all got pillows and like sleeping bags.
Because I'm not going nowhere.
I think you had posted, like, when you first connected with him, you had posted a picture on Instagram. I think you were in the studio with Dre or something. And the first thought that came to my mind was like, oh, they're in trouble now. They're making some heat.
I'm like, Dem Jointz is on now.
Between the two of them, I was just like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Right. I still feel that way, man. I just like still learning, man. It's crazy because, you surround yourself with so many different types of like talent, and they learned so many different types of ways, and they approach creating so many different types of ways. So it's super dope and a learning experience, man. And it always inspires me to just keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with you being from Compton and Dre being from Compton, that first meeting that you had with him, what was going on through your head? Was he somebody that you looked to, you know, or admired, or you were a fan of prior to, working with him?
I grew up listening to NWA and The Chronic, and you know what I mean? I remember getting in trouble with my pops because I was listening to The Chronic at my grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you know, it's like some musical hero situation. You know what I mean? And the crazy thing about it is the first conversation I had with him was like landmarks in Compton, like, what school you go to? What street you live on? Oh, that's over there by such and such.
Right.
That's the burger joint I went to. Huh?
Yeah, that's the same burger joint.
I know that has to be a dream come true to be, you know, up and coming producer and be able to work with one of the top producers in the world ever. I know that was just like crazy for you.
It definitely is. Definitely. Like I said, the first conversation, it didn't go as like smooth. I was like super stuttering and my brain was like
little starstruck.
You know what I'm saying? I had to get it over, you know what I'm saying? I had to get over that and remember why I was there in the first place.
Right.
That's right.
So fast forward, Keedron, let's get to you. Young man, you're only 13 years old, but you started singing when you were 5 years old?
Yes. So yes, I started singing, just came from just being around music because like just music runs in my family. So I've always loved music, and I sung at school, and I sung in church. And so I just always had a passion for music, and I always just wanted to touch people with my gifts.
What types of artists did you look up to? Or it's funny because you're still so young, but you've accomplished so much at such a young age. But as a younger artist, even younger than you are currently, what artists did you look up to? Who do you admire?
So when I was younger, I listened to Kirk Franklin. I listened to Chris Brown. I listened to John Legend, and sometimes I listen to like some Fred Hammond or Marvin Sapp, just because I just love like all types of music. So I just listen to a lot of genres.
So I read that your mom and your dad are both ministers, and you were actually born in Italy, right?
Nice.
Yes, I was born in Italy.
So what was it like for you being born in Italy and transitioning to the United States as a small child? What was that like for you?
So because my dad was in the Navy, we were just going from place to place. So I was born in Italy, then I went to Japan and stayed there for a couple years. Then we moved to Florida and Pensacola, and then we moved to Jacksonville. So we were just moving a lot. So it was kind of difficult just to find some friends around and, you know, just feel comfortable where I am. So it was, I think I handled it pretty well, and I'm so grateful I did, because some kids, you know, it's hard for them to adapt to a different environment. But it's I think it was a good move now, because I'm around a lot of other stuff too. So it was fun overseas, but I like America.
You like it here a little bit better.
So you say you come from a musical family. Are either one of your parents musical? Do they play instruments? Do they sing?
Yeah, so my whole family sings. My mom sings, my dad sings, and I have a sister, she sings too. So we're all like musical. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So
you were recording videos of yourself singing, or one of your parents would record videos of you singing and post them online. Is that kind of how you started?
Yes. So my mom will always just just record me singing a song and then post it on social media. And so I would do that all the time. And I just wanted to keep building my platform and just, you know, get my name out there, so just people would like my foundation, you know. So I just So that's where I really started, just recording videos on phone and then, just posting it.
Yeah, because in 2019, you did a video of a gospel song called Brand New Life that went viral and really caught on. I think that's where a lot of people who are familiar with you from that. What was that like to finally be able to, get your talent out to the world at such a young age? Like, what was that like for you?
It was just incredible, and it was like a dream come true. I was just so happy and grateful for that.
And so you were doing a few shows here and there. You got Male Vocalist of the Year, I'm seeing, and 2020 hits. George Floyd is murdered. You released a song that was written from your mother, as far as I know, right? Your mom wrote that song, and you sang it on social media, accapella. Just so heartfelt, so beautifully done, and it was almost like when I heard it, it just my heart.
It gave me chills.
It literally brought tears to my eyes, because what I saw was exactly what you're saying. I'm a young Black man, and we're being hunted as prey. And to hear that from such a young, you put this out when you were 12 years old. To hear that from such a young man with such a beautiful voice, it was just so powerful. It was so powerful. And the timing of it, how it came out immediately, like the following day, I believe.
I know President Barack Obama posted it. LeBron James posted it. All these huge celebrities were reposting it, and it went everywhere.
It went completely viral.
So it got into the hands of Dem Jointz. So Dem Jointz, tell me how you found the video, and how did this collaboration with your production and his acapella come about?
Love telling this story, man. So I'm sitting watching Netflix, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? Not working at all, with my baby boo, you know what I'm saying? Stallone.
Yeah, shout out to
And
Stallone.
she's actually playing the video.
Mm-hmm.
And just hearing his voice, didn't know what he was talking about or singing about. I just heard his voice, and I was just like, wait, what? Right. So I paused whatever I was watching, listened to his voice. But, certain parts that you hear or see that really hits you in the gut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when he said we had enough struggle in that run, and it was like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't know. I just felt like, this needs reinforcements. This needs power. This needs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just off of, me feeling like his story was, his message was urgent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went on and created this, music to go around it, and just posted. I posted like 3:00 that morning, and then, went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And woke up and was just like, wait.
Everybody was
and
reposting.
that was being
Right.
Nas reposted it. So many people. First of all, the original acapella had already gone viral, and then the Dem Jointz version,
it went crazy.
It just kept growing.
Yeah.
It became so massive. And I will say, Keedron, that run and that part could battle with the best.
Right.
Every time I hear it, I'll be like, how does this young kid, how does his voice do that?
Right, at his age.
You can battle with the best, guaranteed. But yeah, it just went absolutely viral. So at that point, when your version of it is going viral, had you guys even had any contact with one another?
No, not at all. And so what I was thinking, I might want to get in contact with the family, you know what I mean? And ultimately, what I felt like was, obviously, everything happens for a reason, and this is happening because this message is urgent. This is what the world needs to hear.
Yep.
And whether or not it's gone viral and had some of those, overnight successes, I'm not satisfied. This needs to go even broader, because what he is talking about, needs to be heard. So
absolutely.
How can we do this? Let me get in contact with him and his family to see what we can do. I was actually figuring out whether or not we can create this into a full song. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was my approach. And of course, you know what I'm saying, that starts off with that. And then look where we are now.
Right. So I got to ask.
One thing leads to another, and your record labels get involved.
Right. I got to ask, Keedron, when you heard the track that he put to your vocals, like, what was your feeling when you first heard it?
So at the time, I was already just surprised when my original video was just going viral, and then I wake up next morning and then I hear his version, and I was just like, wow. Like, he really put his spin on it. And I was just like, that actually me singing, like, is that me? But it was just it was incredible, and it just really touched my soul, just to hear somebody just like I made an impact for somebody just to do more to the song. So it was really nice.
Yeah, the vocals and the lyrics were already so impactful, and I think when Dem Jointz, I think I called you Dem Jointz or shot you a text, and I asked you, like, did you make this beat for these lyrics, or did you? And you told me the whole story, and I was like, I was breaking it down, like, who played the bass, and then it was it was because the track itself is just crazy. It's a really dope soulful track. So yeah, man, when I heard that, I was like, this is going. It was
like fire.
Yeah,
literally.
Because it was so on time. Like the timing for it was perfect.
Oh my gosh!
You know, with everything that was going on.
Yeah, and just like I said, you being such a young man and you being so powerful. Like, I don't know if you realize, maybe today you do, but just so powerful. You are so powerful with the impact that you made by putting your vocals out there to the world.
Thank you so much.
So you guys kind of connect over social media. Dem Jointz, you reach out to his family, and you guys try to put together a situation. Right. What was it like? At what point did you guys finally meet face to face?
Well, everything pretty much happened fast, and we end up talking on the phone and Zooming and getting to know each other, and realizing more about Keedron, him wanting to be an artist, you know what I mean, and having an overall goal of being a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was like, that's crazy, because I'm a producer and I can help you with this whole thing. You know, what you trying to do, dog? You know what I'm saying? So, man, everything hit off great, man. You know what I'm saying? He signed with us over at You Made Us What We Are. We went on and got a deal with Warner. Warner's been great. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been great. We've been having fun and being creative, and, you know, we're all inspired by what God has blessed him with, and he has a voice and is consistent in terms of what his message is, and you know what I mean? So we actually created 2 jams before we even met. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Which was I Just Want to Live and I Know I've Been Changed, which was actually appeared on the American Skin movie.
Yep.
Another big record.
Yeah, and then he came out, you know what I'm saying, and it was super dope. Him and his family was dope. The dopest thing as a producer is when you meet an artist and you realize and learn that they're even more talented than what you thought.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because sometimes it goes the opposite way.
Right. It's always the other way around, right? So then this is like, oh man, we in good hands. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We straight. So we're gonna have fun. You know what I mean? So now I'm excited to get back in and finish up this upcoming EP. Woo!
So when you heard him sing in person, it hits you even more than what you do.
Even more so than online. I'm like, he's the real deal. You know what I mean?
Now, Keedron, I saw a video online of you. I think you were at Dr. Dre's house singing for him. Right?
Yeah.
What was that moment like for you? Because I'm sure everything started moving so quickly, like Jointz was saying, like, you're going viral. Obviously, I think you were in Time Magazine. There was a lot
People
of
Magazine,
lot of stuff going on, just a lot of accolades, well deserved. And then you get to the point where you're at Dr. Dre's house singing for him in his living room. How did that happen? Obviously, Jointz, you hooked that up, but tell me about that whole experience.
it was just first when I just walked in, it was just like, wow, I'm actually here. Like I'm here and just like I'm about to sing for him. It was definitely a surprise, but I just had a lot of fun doing it. Just be able to know that I'm being an impact to somebody else, a legend. So it was, yes, I had a lot of fun.
You said you were surprised. Did you not know that you were going over there to sing for him?
No, no, ma'am. I didn't know that. I didn't like. I was not prepared, but it was I think one of engineers that was there, and he was just like, let's sing, and he got on the piano and he said like, sing I Just Want to Live, and then Dr. Dre came in, and I was like, oh my gosh, Keedron, get ready, because it's a legend sitting right behind me. So I have to, but I just had a lot of fun.
That's so good. I love stories like that.
For sure. So, Dem Jointz, he signs with your production company, and you guys get picked up by Warner Brothers. First single, I Just Want to Live, is official. It's official first single. Keedron, what was that like for you to actually have your first official single out on a major label? What was that feeling for you? What was it feeling for your family?
Yes, we were just like, wow, like, thank you, Lord. Like this has always been my dream, and now it's came true. And so it was just an amazing time just to know that like now I'm just living my dream, and it's just came to pass, and I'm like just looking at it. So it was amazing. I'm so just grateful.
And I've seen aside from the singles you put out a Christmas EP, correct? I've seen some covers of some of my favorite songs, but tell us about this Christmas EP.
So the Christmas EP, first, that's my favorite holiday. And so I recording that. And so it's featuring Undecided Future and my sister. She also sings as well. So it has Give Love on Christmas Day, a Michael Jackson classic, and Let It Snow, Boyz II Men, and also 2 original songs. Not 2 original, but 1 original song. The other one, Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time, and the other one is The Best Time. So it's I definitely had a lot of fun. So the Christmas EP, you can still go listen to it, even if it's not Christmas, but you should always be jolly.
Get your bump on anyway.
So Keedron, now obviously your face is out there. You've been all over social media. You've been in magazines. You were on the BET Awards. You opened up for the BET Awards. I saw you, I think, on NBA TV with Charles Barkley and D Wade. You've been everywhere over the past year. So now I'm sure when you go outside, people recognize you, right?
Yes, a lot. It's crazy. So like they can recognize me from just looking at my eyes. Like I have my mask on, and it's like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. So you're the one that sings that song, and I'm like, yeah, thank you and stuff like that. But
have you had any crazy fan experiences at this point?
Yes. So I was in LA
they all came to the studio. It's a couple of them, dog.
Really?
Tell us about it.
Yeah. So we were at the studio recording, and they came up to the studio and they wanted to meet me and stuff like that while I was recording.
And when we talking about they, we ain't talking about like 4-6 people.
It was a whole pack.
It was a whole.
We talking about a fleet.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So that's definitely.
I was scared for my life. We don't want to talk about that. Put the camera on me. I was scared for my life, ladies and gentlemen. And I didn't know what was going on.
I can imagine it was like one of those experiences you see fans chasing people through the mall, and they're running for dear life. But hey, that comes along with it. Comes along with it,
that's for sure.
So, Jointz, what has this experience been like for you? Because he's the youngest artist that you've worked with, so I'm sure that comes with some differences in what you've been used to, but just kind of tell us about the experience, how it's been.
I mean, you can't drink and smoke in the studio, but other than that,
no drinking, no smoking.
Don't do none of that stuff anyway. No, man, it's actually been fun, man. Like, it opens me up in terms of the ideas I can share with him and vice versa. You know what I mean? And it's super dope to know that the music, like for him, we're creating to inspire and encourage kids his age. Right. You know what I mean? So, man, that's super dope that I'm able to even do that. You know what I mean? So right. I'm grateful. It's super dope and we having fun.
You know what I
think
that
boy can sing.
You can sing. What I'm really enjoying, like following you, is you've done a lot of covers of like some of my favorite songs, like "Candy Rain" by Soul For Real and stuff. And so you are keeping it young, because a lot of times what you see is when like younger folks come out as artists, the labels sometimes try to make them a lot older than they really are, but you're keeping it like true to your age and true to the audience that you're trying to cater to. So I love watching these covers, because I'm like, when I was your age, those were the songs I was listening to.
Right.
So yeah, I love seeing that. Who have you covered? Who all have you covered?
Yes, so my first cover was "Candy Rain" by Soul For Real.
Classic.
And then also did "My First Love" by Avant. And then,
yep.
I did by Joe, and Waves. I just did Waves by Mr. Probs, and
that was hard.
Dang, I forgot.
You're just popping.
What's the other one?
We got a couple of more in the safe, you know what I'm saying? Right, but we rather not disclose that information.
We got you.
Till further notice.
Got to be a surprise for y'all, you know what I mean? Keep you on your toes.
Keep dropping those, though. I'm enjoying watching it, and I know you have like a merchandise line. You have all your tracks covered. You're hitting them from every angle right now. How can we find your merchandise?
Yes, thank you. So you can find my merchandise on shopkeedronbryant.com, and you can order "I Just Want to Live" gear, and also some of my "You Got This" gear and stuff like that. You could just rep "I Just Want to Live" and when you're going outside and like that.
There you go. So with you guys meeting in 2020 when everything is basically shut down, now 2021, it's almost summertime. Things are starting to open back up. We want to see you on stage. We want to see you perform. How are you looking forward to that, to being able to perform in front of your fans live?
Yes, I can't wait to perform, because COVID has definitely been restrictions. So I can't wait to just finally go out and on stage in front of a crowd and just perform my songs, and I just can't wait. I can't wait just to do that.
Well, we can't wait to see you.
Yeah, it sounds like you were made for this, and you absolutely were, because you it doesn't seem like you have any reservations. You're just like ready to go. A lot of folks are kind of timid or scared. You're like, no, throw me the mic. Right. I'm ready to hit the stage. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, you're in good hands with Dem Jointz for sure. You're definitely in good hands.
So appreciate y'all.
So tell us what else you guys have cooking, aside from having some more hot covers, in the waiting for us to come out. What else are you guys working on? Are you working on some original tracks? Are you working on I know you have a video out with "I Just Want to Live." Are you working on some more videos?
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead. You go ahead and tell them.
Yeah. So we're working on some new records. Like, I'm going out to LA next week, so I can't wait to get back in this. Yeah, and we're gonna be doing some more videos later on. So stay tuned.
We will definitely stay tuned. We are following you. We're looking forward to what you have going on and what you have coming out. Hopefully, you're on a stage in LA very, very soon. Hint, hint.
Yes.
And I know right now we're about at a year that you guys met, and I know you just did a George Floyd tribute. How was that?
It was amazing just to work with BET again. So yes, I did George Floyd tribute, and singing I Just Want to Live. And it's just so amazing that it's been a year and it's still going on. I Just Want to Live, the song hasn't died off. So I'm just so thankful for that.
What does that song mean to you?
I think it means that, but it's just basically in short terms, like we Black people, brown people, we just want justice, and we just want to walk outside and just feel free without just being so scared and like, you know, fear in our minds, like I can get killed anytime just because of my skin color. So I just want to just get to the world that just let us be free just like everybody else. And just, you know, we can, you know, walk outside and just do regular stuff that other people do without having fear. So just, you know, basically we just want to live.
Well, you're so powerful. We're so happy for everything you have going on. And like I said, definitely following and keeping watch for what you have going on in the future. Just so happy and proud of you, and hope to see you on my TV or on my stage very soon.
Yeah, we're super proud. I love to see what you're doing. I look forward to seeing what you have in store for the future, as well as my brother Dem Jointz.
Yeah.
Always keeping it hot over there.
And
Hey, man,
you know,
only way.
that's
Only
right.
way.
That's right. And we can't wait to hear the album, and it's, like I said, see you on stage. And we can't wait to have you guys back on our couch right
Season
here,
2.
live in
Season
person.
2.
Yo,
Season 2.
We're going to do the album listening party on my pod with y'all.
Let's do it. Let's do
There
it.
we go. You heard it.
You heard it first.
Heard it.
You know what I'm saying?
So again, if your fans want to follow you, shout out your social media handles, your TikTok, your, you know, everything.
So yeah, you can go follow me on Instagram at Keedron Bryant, and TikTok Keedron Bryant, and also Facebook, YouTube, it's the same name, and Twitter.
Keep it consistent, right?
Yes, sir. And Dem Jointz, what about you, brother?
I'm not on any of those platforms.
You're not on TikTok.
I'm on MySpace still. So if you, everything's Dem Jointz across the board as well.
That's right.
Well, thank you for being our guest. We love y'all.
Yes, thank you again. This
Man,
is
I
our
appreciate y'all. Let's go.
This is our final episode for season 1.
Final
and,
episode.
you know, we couldn't have ended it better than this. You know, with the future. This is the future right
Yep,
here.
the future.
You know what I'm saying? End with a bang.
That's right. That's right. I Survive 2020 podcast. Keedron Bryant, Dem Jointz.
Woohoo!
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
Yes, sir.